Okay, God help me, this is Fat Father Speech, take 5. My friend, of course, never had a father. His mother conceived him as a result of extreme worry, poverty, and distress. Hi, and welcome to Playing with Character. My name is Sam Devereaux, and I'm a voice actor. From Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic, an iron curtain has descended across the continent. And I'd like to share with you on this program a few tips that I've picked up from some of the best voice coaches in the world about simple things you can do with your voice to create character sounds. Now, this week, I want to talk about the tongue. Let any man with aggressive intentions beware! I shall not surrender the tongue! The tongue is an amazing tool for modifying our voice. In fact, we all tend to modify our voice using our tongue without even realizing it, and actually one of the best things you can do when you're creating character voices is to figure out what it is that your tongue's doing in the first place. Now, whether your tongue is forward or back in your mouth can have a really big effect on how you sound. We all know the sound of when somebody has a tongue that's a little bit too far forward, because when their tongue is a bit too far forward, we call it a lisp.
It's not so much the actual food, oh no. I am a man of modest appetites and, quite frankly, I don't like eating. All I need is, that is to say, I eat very little, almost nothing. In fact, what am I saying? I don't eat anything at all.
But there's another sound, and it's one that I tend to do quite naturally when I'm talking, is a recessed tongue. So when you talk and your tongue is a bit further back in your mouth. I do not wish to be a demagogue. I prefer straight talking. If I am not chosen, I shall give the other man the rump and the sirloin all to himself. There is another way of using the shape of your tongue to make a different sound. That's actually one of my favorites, and it's called the lateral lisp. Now, normal lisp is where your tongue sticks a bit too far forward past your alveolar ridge, which is your hard gum ridge just there, and that creates that sound. But what happens when the tongue sticks either side of your teeth in that direction? Now, it's not the front of your tongue making that sound, it's the sides of your tongue. And this is a great one for character voices, or if you want to do something that's a little bit silly sounding.
When I was a boy, I had such wonderful plans for the future. True, I did not work hard enough. I never achieved my dreams. But it is still not too late. All this can be changed, I assure you. I am not going to neglect my duty any longer.
So to demonstrate this very, very clearly, I want to take a piece of text. Now, I've got a collection of plays, in fact, lying around here. 6 plays by Sławomir Mrożek, who's a Polish playwright and a favorite of mine. Anybody who knows me well knows how many times I've performed in Out at Sea. Now, this is from a play called The Martyrdom of Peter Ohe, and I've just literally picked it at random. It's a piece of text spoken by a scientist. So the text we'll use is, "We have been studying this question in our institute." Now that line, pretty much a neutral tongue position. What if I push the tongue forward? How does it change how it sounds? We have been studying this question in our institute. Immediately gives you a different quality. What if we go the other way and we recess the tongue? We have been studying this question in our institute. Immediately you feel like a completely different character. We've gone from someone who's maybe a bit slimy and obsequious with a lisping sound to someone who sounds quite pompous and full of themselves with a recessed tongue. Now, what if we go for, my favorite, the lateral lisp? We have been studying this question in our institute. Now, I don't know why, but it's very difficult to sound like a character who's full of authority and intelligence when you're using a lateral lisp. It's a great one for characters who are maybe not very quick. We have been studying this question in our institute. The possibility of the tiger leaving the bathroom and penetrating into the apartment is very slight. Maybe I'll have to try that in this play one day. But that, my friends, is the tongue. An incredible tool in your vocal toolkit that can allow you to create different characters. So that's the video. Please tell me what you think. Leave comments below, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, my name is Sam Devereaux, and you can always find me at www.samdevereaux.co.uk. That's all for Playing with Character this week, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
I've had my troubles, it's true. Lack of self-confidence, laziness. But I shall improve, I swear it. I shall exercise my will, shape my character, acquire knowledge, and finally achieve everything that lies in store for me. I shall become someone.